Welcome to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
Warriors fans, let's dive into the recent trade discussions and the big decision the team faced. The Golden State Warriors were presented with a chance to acquire Lauri Markkanen, a player who had an impressive 2023 season, earning All-Star and Most Improved Player honors. He averaged 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists p. However, the deal was complicated. The Utah Jazz wanted either Jonathan Kuminga or Moses Moody in the trade, but the Warriors weren't willing to give up both. The Jazz rejected the deal because the Warriors refused to include both players. While the Warriors' decision might seem questionable to some, it's important to dissect the rationale behind it. Why the Warriors made the right call. Long-term vision. Kuminga and Moody are young, promising talents with high potential. Kuminga, in particular, has shown significant growth and could be a cornerstone for the future. Trading away either of them could have jeopardized the Warriors' long-term plans. Financial flexibility. Markkanen would have required a substantial investment. By holding on to Kuminga and Moody, the Warriors retained their flexibility to build around Steph Curry and other key players without being locked into a high salary commitment. Team chemistry and development. Kuminga's development is crucial for the Warriors. He's shown he could play a significant role in the team's success, and his growth could lead to a more balanced and competitive squad in the future. The alternative perspective. Some argue that acquiring Markkanen could have been a game-changer, especially with Klay Thompson's departure. A proven all-star could have provided the immediate boost the Warriors needed. The trade might have solidified their chances for a deep playoff run. Current team status. As of now, the Warriors have added players like Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield, and Anthony Melton. While these additions are solid, they might not be enough to make the team a top contender without further moves or developments. The Warriors are currently seen as a playoff or play-in team rather than a championship lock. Looking ahead, the Warriors need to balance immediate needs with long-term goals. They must decide whether to extend Jonathan Kuminga with a max contract or wait to see if his development justifies the investment. Kuminga's performance this season will be crucial in determining his future with the team. The Warriors' decision not to give up Jonathan Kuminga or Moses Moody to acquire Lauri Markkanen is a topic that is generating a lot of discussion. Markkanen, who had an impressive season as an All-Star and Most Improved Player in 2023, was being talked about as a possible addition to the Warriors. However, the Golden State team decided to keep its young talents instead of moving forward with negotiations. Many fans are wondering if the Warriors made the right decision by not trading Kuminga or Moody. The central question is whether an established player like Markkanen would be enough to offset the loss of Klay Thompson and the possible loss of his offensive production. Markkanen had a remarkable season, averaging 23 points and 8 rebounds per game, showing that he is a player capable of making a significant impact on any team. On the other hand, the Warriors' decision reflects a more cautious strategy. They opted to keep Kuminga, a young player with growth potential, and Moody, who has also shown promise. The idea is that by keeping these young talents, the team can build a solid future rather than compromising its current base to bring in a player who is still establishing himself. The discussion also revolves around the impact of keeping Kuminga and Moody versus bringing in Markkanen. The general opinion is that with Klay gone, the Warriors need a player who can contribute immediately. Markkanen could fill that gap, but the team decided to focus on the development of its young players. Now the focus is on the Warriors' current situation. The team made additions such as Kyle Anderson and Buddy Hield, as well as Anthony Melton, to reinforce the cast. Despite not making the trade for Markkanen, the Warriors are trying to stay competitive and make the best use of the pieces available. However, the situation is not ideal. Steph Curry has expressed his desire to remain in Golden State, but has also made it clear that he wants a competitive team around him. The decision not to trade for Markkanen and the roster changes raise the question. Are the Warriors really doing enough to ensure they are still a playoff team? With the team facing challenges and the possibility of missing the playoffs, the pressure is on the Warriors to show that their choices are in line with their championship ambitions. With the development of Kuminga and Moody and the addition of new players, the upcoming season will be crucial in determining whether the Warriors' strategy will bear fruit or if the team will need to reevaluate its decisions moving forward. As a Warriors fan, I see the decision to keep Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody rather than acquire Lauri Markkanen as a bold gamble, but one with sound defensive logic. Firstly, Kuminga and Moody have shown incredible potential. Kuminga in particular has a very high ceiling. His athleticism and defensive skills offer significant value to the team, and investing in his development could pay dividends in the future. Moody, in turn, is an intelligent player with a team mentality who can become an essential component in important moments. Trading Klay Thompson is a tough hole to fill, and Markkanen would be a strong addition. He is an already established player with an immediate impact that could alleviate the loss of Thompson. However, the decision to keep young talent can be seen as a long-term strategy. Instead of making a change that could be a short-term remedy, the Warriors chose to keep their young and promising core, believing that the continuity and growth of these players could eventually bring a greater return. Additionally, with the additions of Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield, and DeAnthony Melton, the Warriors are looking to improve their roster around Steph Curry. These additions have the potential to complement the Warriors' style of play well and offer new tactical options. The decision not to make the switch could be interpreted as a strategy to ensure the team has a solid foundation for the future. However, it also puts additional pressure on the team to ensure that investments made in young players are successful. The development of Kuminga and Moody will be crucial, and the team will need an effective combination of veterans and young talent to compete at the highest level. In short, as a Warriors fan, I see the decision as a bet on the team's future potential. While there may be immediate frustration regarding the absence of a player like Markkanen, the hope is that the growth and evolution of the young talent, along with the new additions, will put the Warriors in a competitive position for years to come.